Hey everyone, Bassman Strikes here. In my last video I showed you how to make one of these. A nice clean trolling motor wire cap with a corrugated tube fitting. So this protects your wires and it gives you a really nice clean professional look. So the question arises, what to do with the other end? You got this nice end here. What about the end that plugs into your trolling motor receptacle? Well, what you can do is you can use one of these. It's a Marinco Connect Pro trolling motor plug and receptacle. Comes in a package like this. I've already taken the parts out and we're going to go through it in a second. So it comes with a receptacle that you mount in your kayak and a plug. So what we're going to do is we're going to modify this so the plug has a nice corrugated fitting. So the plug actually is two pieces. It's got this cover, right? And this is the actual part we're going to modify. And then it has this internal piece that has a strain relief. The wires actually go into here and they're connected with these two screws on either side. So you strip the wires and they go into here. There's little holes, and there's pin 1 and pin 2 here. Then you tighten it up on each side to secure it. Then the cover goes over it like this. And this cover is really hard to get off. So once you put it on there, it's pretty tough to get it off. So anyway, what we do is we take this cover. This is the key to the whole thing. And when you get it new out of the package, there's like a little nub here. I've already modified this, but I'm just going to explain what to do. It's not that difficult. So what you do is you take a hacksaw or utility knife or whatever, and you cut that little wire, that nub off. It's like a little strain relief, right? Since we're going to be using a fitting, we don't need that. And then what you do is you take a step bit, right? One of these, you put it in your drill, hold this, and then you start and you just keep drilling this out until it's slightly smaller than this corrugated tube fitting from Heyco. And I'll put a link to all these parts in the description. So now there's two ways you can do this. The way I did it, I cut some of the threads off so it's a little shorter, right? Because if the full length of this, it's going to hit. You can see once this is in here, right? The full threads will hit. So I just cut it in half. I cut the threads in half. And what you do, since this is kind of a soft rubbery material, you can actually kind of thread this on. It's not going to thread on like, you know, super perfect. But you just thread it on, okay, and that's in there pretty good. Okay, and then what you do is inside you'll see there's space around the threads. There's probably about a ½ inch, maybe a little less. But what you do is you fill that area up around the threads with E6000 glue. Then let the E6000 glue cure overnight, and it'll be like you put your own like custom fit nut in there to hold that in. And this will not come off ever. Alright, so what happens next is there's a little notch in here. Let me zoom in on this. So what you do is that little notch, and one way is on and one way is off. So you push in that notch with a little flat tip screwdriver and you turn it to off. And once it's in the off position, so you insert your tubing and then you turn this to the on position and it locks that tubing in. Okay, and then you thread your wires through and the tubing will compress a little bit. So you can compress it like this and that'll give you enough wire. You might have to have two people, one to hold this. And then you insert your wires in here, secure it, and then you put this in with your wires. Boom, done. You got yourself a super nice clean plug for your trolling motor receptacle. That's it. I hope this helped you guys out. Bassman out.
Thanks for watching Bassman Strikes Kayak Fishing. If you like this video, please click the subscribe and like buttons. If you would like to be notified of new content, click the bell button. If you have any questions about lures, equipment, etc., please leave a comment. Also, be sure to check out our Facebook page and join our group Black Bass Central. Links will be in the description. We'll see you next time.